Have you ever stopped to think that most of the things you carry aren't actually yours? I'm not just talking about objects, but responsibilities, worries, and the pressures of daily life. All of that is taking up space in your mind and your life. And the worst part is, you've gotten used to carrying it all as if it were part of who you are. But what if I told you there's a way to free yourself from all of that? And I'm not talking about some impossible change. I'm talking about something simple yet powerful. I'm talking about Japanese minimalism, a philosophy that goes beyond just reducing things. It's about letting go of what doesn't serve you, what overwhelms your life, to make room for what truly matters. Imagine what it would be like to live without the weight of excess. Imagine the relief of letting go of things that don't make sense, connecting with the essential, and living with more purpose. In this video, I'm going to take you through the process of detachment, step by step, so you can discover the power of a simpler, lighter, and more fulfilling life. You feel like you're always chasing after something, but never fully satisfied. I know it's exhausting. The cluttered house, the packed closets, the drawers that won't open without getting stuck on something, and somehow, even with all of that, it still feels like something's missing. That suffocating feeling is your mind trying to tell you, it's time to let go. Today, I want to show you how Japanese minimalism might be the solution you've always been looking for. And it's not just about organization, it goes deeper than that. We're going to talk about the space, peace, and balance that are missing from your life, and how you can start changing that. Maybe until today, you've never really stopped to think about the power of letting go. I know that many times when you hear the word minimalism, a white, empty, cold room comes to mind, as if it's something sterile or impersonal. But what if I told you that Japanese minimalism is nothing like that? In fact, it's the opposite. Japanese minimalism is about what brings meaning. It's about finding beauty in what you already have. It's about valuing what is truly essential. It's not just about getting rid of things, it's about stopping the cycle of accumulating and impressing others, and instead building a life where every little part has a purpose, and that even includes the objects in your home. The Japanese believe that emptiness, space, is not the absence of something, but a presence that brings peace. You can apply this to your home, your wardrobe, your day. Being a minimalist in the Japanese style is, above all, a matter of choice. What occupies your space and drains your energy? When you walk into your home and see all that clutter and disorganization, it's like you feel the weight of it. The truth is, this mess and busyness aren't just simple chaos, they're reflections of our emotions. When I say that letting go changes more than just the physical side of your life, it's real. You know that feeling of lightness after you finally clean that messy corner that's been bothering you for a while? That feeling can extend to everything: your mind, your relationships, your mood. When you remove the excess, you notice something magical. What's left is clearer, calmer, and more beautiful. Every time you let go of something that no longer serves you, you're giving yourself room to breathe and renew. And the good news is that it's not about perfection or making huge changes. It's about starting one step at a time, choosing what you really want to carry with you, and leaving the rest behind without guilt. Letting go isn't just about physical objects. It also applies to our emotions and habits. How many times do you hold on to negative thoughts, toxic relationships, or routines that no longer bring you happiness? These are the true weights we carry, often without realizing it. When you start letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore, you open space for new opportunities, new connections, and most importantly, a more authentic life. A recent study from the University of California showed that people who practice letting go regularly have lower levels of stress and anxiety. That's because when you get rid of the excess, you reduce mental and emotional overload. Just imagine: fewer distractions, fewer worries, more focus on what truly matters. It's like you're not just cleaning your home, but also your mind. detachment can also improve your interpersonal relationships. When you let go of unrealistic expectations and emotional attachments, you can connect more genuinely with the people around you. It's like taking off a mask and revealing your true self. And you know what's even more amazing? People tend to respond positively to this authenticity. Another important point is the impact of detachment on your productivity. How many times have you felt overwhelmed by so many tasks and commitments? Detachment can be applied here too. By prioritizing what really matters, you can focus better and get your activities done more efficiently. It's like clearing your schedule and leaving only what truly makes sense to you. And don't forget the financial impact. Detachment helps. You reflect on your purchases and question whether you really need something. Over time, you'll notice that you're spending less and investing more in experiences that genuinely bring you happiness. Detachment can also help you find a greater purpose in life. When you get rid of what no longer serves you, you begin to see more clearly what truly matters to you. It's like clearing a fog that was blocking your view of the right path. And once you find that purpose, you feel more fulfilled and at peace with yourself. Detachment is a continuous process. It's not about getting rid of everything at once, but about living with intention. Anything that doesn't fit into that idea is weight, unnecessary baggage. Let it go. Try this at least once a day, even if just for 5 minutes. There's no magic formula, but there are simple choices you can make right now. First, choose a place. It could be a drawer, a shelf, or a section of your closet. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Does this still bring me joy? Does it have a purpose in my life today? And you know the answer. Deep down, you already know what stays and what can go. Trust that intuition. Second, focus on what brings calm. That shirt that's been sitting in your closet for years, but you've never worn. Or that decorative object that's just taking up space without adding anything meaningful. Don't be afraid to let go. Here are some practical tips to start letting go today. Make a list of priorities. Before you start, think about what's truly important to you. What items do you use frequently? What brings you joy? This will help you get a clearer view of what really matters. Don't try to let go of everything at once. Choose one corner of your home, a drawer, a shelf. This will help you avoid feeling overwhelmed. Use the 90-day rule. If you haven't used something in the past 90 days, it's likely you won't use it in the next 90. So why keep it? Donate or sell what you don't use. Instead of throwing things away, donate or sell what no longer serves you. This not only helps you let go, but it can also help others. Create an organization system. After decluttering, organize what's left in a way that's easy to find and use. This will help you maintain order and avoid future clutter. Reflect on your purchases. Before buying something new, ask yourself if you really need it. This will help you avoid impulse purchases and maintain control over what enters your home. Learn to say no. Many times we accumulate things because we don't know how to say no. Learn to refuse gifts or items that you don't need or want. Involve others if you live with them. Getting others involved in the process of letting go not only makes it easier, but it also creates a more harmonious environment. Celebrate each time you let go of something. This will motivate you to keep going. Always remember why you're letting go. This will help you stay motivated and not give up halfway through. Detachment isn't just about physical objects. It also applies to our emotions and habits. How many times do you hold on to negative thoughts, toxic relationships, or routines that no longer bring you happiness? These are the real weights we carry, often without realizing it. When you start letting go of what no longer serves you, you make room for new opportunities, new connections, and, most importantly, a more authentic life. Now that the concept of detachment is clearer, let's talk about something that lies at the heart of Japanese minimalism: the beauty of space. We're not just talking about an organized or aesthetically pleasing environment. but something that transcends the physical. In Japanese minimalism, space is more than just a place, it's an experience. It reflects how you relate to the world and to yourself. And contrary to popular belief, it's not about creating an empty environment, but about filling it with intention and meaning. The Japanese concept of MA, the space between things, is key here. It's not just about physical emptiness, but about the pause, the interval, the silence. It is in this space where life breathes, where the mind finds calm, and the heart reconnects with the essential. When you apply this to your home, you begin to see that every object, every piece of furniture, every detail has a role. And what doesn't serve a clear purpose becomes nothing but noise, a distraction that drains your energy. Space is so important because it directly influences your emotional and mental state. A disorganized environment full of items with no function can create a sense of chaos and overwhelm. On the other hand, a minimalist space, where each item has been carefully chosen, radiates order, clarity, and serenity. It's as if the outer environment reflects and, at the same time, shapes your inner world. In Japan, the idea of space is deeply rooted in culture and philosophy. Zen gardens, for example, are designed to create a sense of harmony and balance. Every stone, every plant, every path is intended to evoke a feeling of peace and contemplation. This same logic can be applied to your home. It's not about having less, it's about having what truly matters. It's about creating a space that inspires you, that welcomes you, and makes you feel at home. Another fascinating aspect of Japanese minimalism is the concept of wabi-sabi, which celebrates the beauty of imperfection and simplicity. It's not about striving for perfection, but about finding beauty in what is authentic and natural. An old object, a wooden piece with signs of age, an irregular piece of pottery, all these can bring a sense of connection to the real, to what is true, and it's this authenticity that turns a space into a refuge. Imagine walking into your home and feeling that every corner was designed for you, that every object has a story, a purpose, a reason for being there. It's not about following a trend or an aesthetic standard, but about creating a space that resonates with who you are. A minimalist space isn't cold or impersonal. On the contrary, it's deeply intimate and welcoming. It's a place where you can be yourself without masks or pressures. When you create a minimalist space, you're also creating a lighter, clearer, mental environment. Every object you choose to keep is an affirmation of what's important to you, and every item you let go of is an act of liberation, a way to make room for the new. It's as if you're constantly reaffirming your priorities, your values, your essence. Space also plays a fundamental role in your creativity and productivity. A cluttered environment can make it difficult to focus and think clearly. But a minimalist space, with fewer distractions, allows you to focus on what truly matters. It's like you're not only clearing your physical space, but also your mind, making room for new ideas and insights. And we can't forget about the emotional impact. A minimalist space can be a true refuge in times of stress or anxiety. It's a place where you can recharge, where you can feel safe and at peace. And contrary to what many think, you don't need a big or luxurious home to create this kind of environment. A small corner with a few carefully chosen elements can be more than enough. A minimalist space can also help you reconnect with the present moment. In a world where we are constantly distracted, overwhelmed, and anxious, having a space that invites you to stop, breathe, and simply be is a gift you can give yourself. It's a way of reminding yourself that life isn't about what you accumulate, but about what you experience, what you feel, and what you live. Japanese minimalism teaches us that detachment is, in fact, a gift you give to yourself. So, here's my challenge for you. Why not start today? Why not give this gift to your future self? If you feel that this resonated with you and that, in some way, these words touched you, comment below. I choose to live with less and in peace. I want to know, who's really ready to change, to live lighter, more connected with themselves. See you in the next video.